What's the vibes, man? What is the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you on Dream, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel. Blum Money Best. That's this channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. If you're watching on Twitter, I appreciate a heart and a retweet. If you're watching on YouTube, you know the vibes. Like the video, share, sub, comment, tell your people about it. Put it in your group chat, all that good stuff. Last but not least, you want all my plays when they drop. Sub to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video and the bio of my Twitter page. I ain't even recap, but we won money. Won money 5 of the last 6 days. I just ain't had a time to recap yet. Really been busy between capping and just doing other shit. So man, we profitable 5 of the last 6 days, but we is gonna batten down the hatches here, make sure we might be profitable already, but gonna make sure we end this month profitable, back-to-back months. Get ready for the NBA next month. And get that going, man. Popped on stream just to give y'all a few plays. It's NFL tonight. I don't know why I thought the WNBA was tonight. I'm tripping. But regardless, we in here. Let's see. So, well, first I'll give you guys a WNBA play. Obviously, Nafisha Collier. We're going back to that. 0.37 unit. Well, whatever to win a half unit. To win a half unit is what you should risk. I got a bad line. We got plus 138, so we had to put 0.37 units on it to win basically 51 bucks. It's jumped back to 150, so whatever you put on it to get to half a unit, you do that. And that's what I played so far. I got another look that I put in the cord for a half a unit, and I might have some more tomorrow, but I've been just chilling and trying to get on this NFL. All right. As far as the NFL, first for my touchdown jackpot entry, I did Zach Charbonnet. I'm not sure if he's going to play or not tonight. I mean, I would assume so. He's been full participant in practice the last couple of days, so I would assume he's going to play. And if so, I think it was getting the red line, the red zone touches. How do I know? Because I got Kenneth Walker. So I was there week 1 when, they gave Charbonnet like every red zone touch. So maybe that happens again tonight. And his touchdown is at plus 190. So I'll put a quarter unit on that and do the jackpot entry. We'll take that. All right. So Zach Charbonnet plus 190. I played that. For my 50% boost, I did Sam Darnold 200 yards passing. Trey Benson under 80.5 rushing and receiving yards. And Trey Benson 3 receptions. Plus 567 with the boost. Quarter unit on that. Again, I think Trey Benson gets a lot of little, and maybe he gets a 15, 20-yard reception, but against the Seattle defense, both of these teams are defensive teams. They're coached by defensive coaches. Seattle has won the last 6 games or 6 of the last 7, something like that. Swept them last year. So you would think that Seattle's the better team, and it's a short week. So you would expect this to be a lower scoring game. And if so, I don't think that Benson's gonna have that much success on the ground. Again, if he was like that, he'd be starting. He's like a scat back. He's a nice little option, And for the fantasy people that drafted him for this scenario, shout out to them. But that don't mean he's about to turn into an 18, 20 carry, 4 yards a carry guy. Now, if he breaks one, that'll hurt this. If and he got that capability because he's a scat back, so he could break one. But as long as he don't get nothing for 30, 40, I think we good under that 80.5 rushing and receiving. I do think he gets a few balls out of the backfield, 3, 4, 5 catches. And I like Sam Darnold to throw for 200 because I don't think Seattle's going to be able to run the ball either. I think that both of these quarterbacks are going to have to throw. I don't think neither one of them are going to have that much success, and that's going to lead to a low-scoring game, personally. All right? Sam Darnold, 200 yards passing. Trey Benson, under 80.5 yards receiving. Trey Benson, 3 catches, plus 378 without the boost, plus 567 with it. Quarter unit risk on that. Greg Dortch. So everybody's on his receptions. That's cool. And I just got to be honest with you guys. These lines are gone. These lines are gone. But I can kind of give you guys suggestions of what I would play, but we sniped heavy. So Zay Jones is out, deep threat. Even though all the receivers been asked, the only receiver that been good this entire season has been Trey McBride for the Cardinals. They really need a receiver number two. But with that being said, uh, Greg Dortch, man, the Greg Dortch I know, punt returner, kick returner, deep threat. So I'm not too interested in his catches. Put his catch on a 5-day 5K that I'll give you guys shortly. But I want the yards. He can get a 30, 40, 50-yard catch. That's what I'm hoping for. So now again, these lines have been nerfed from where we got them, but I would still think it's worth a little something. Let's see. So you can get his 40 yards at plus 450. I probably wouldn't even do that. I would just take him to get 50 yards at plus 850 for a tenth of a unit. Now we got 30 at plus 450, 40 at plus 850. Like we got crazy numbers. But I would just do a tenth of a unit. He either gonna catch, he's either gonna have a really good game or not. So you don't need to go all crazy with the line movement that already took place. So I would do that for a tenth of a unit. Let's see. As far as how I feel about the game, and I'll leave you guys with my 5-day 5K. But as far as how I feel about the game, I think the Seahawks win, but I couldn't talk anybody off a nice little teaser. I think it's a low scoring game. Music lover in the building. Trey touchdown. Yeah, I think Trey Benson does have the best chance of scoring tonight, though, out of anybody. I don't think he's gonna have success running the ball, but I do think he has the best chance of scoring either out of the backfield, in the red zone, or just getting a run in the red zone at the goal line. So, and again, it's just tough because it could be Kenneth Walker Jr. or the second or the third. I don't even know what he is. It could be Kenneth Walker, but it could also be Zach Charbonnet. So it's really tough to tell there. I like Sam Darnold passing. I couldn't talk you off Kyler Murray rushing. I don't like betting Kyler Murray. He's not my cup of tea. I rarely put any type of money on Kyler Murray. If I was, it would be his rushing yards tonight, though. But I didn't because I don't bet on Kyler Murray. I like the tight end tonight from Seattle, AJ Banter or whatever. He didn't play the first two games of the season. He played a bunch. Last game he did, and that's because they was blowing New Orleans out. This game, I think he has a nice game tonight. What you call it, struggles defending the middle of the field. Arizona struggles defending the middle of the field. So him and Jackson Smith and Jigba should be able to eat there. I like the tight end. I think his name is AJ Bantam. Let's see what my son name is. I got a bet with him. AJ Barner, yeah, it's 15 yards, is minus 113. I like that. I think he can get a couple catches, and if he get a couple, that's definitely he'll get 15, 20 yards. Um, Trey McBride and Jackson Smith and Jigba couldn't talk you off either one of those two as well. And as far as the 5-day 5K, Greg Dortch, 2 catches. Seattle plus 10.5. Courtney Williams, Alyssa Thomas, 10 points. Asia Wilson, 20 points, plus 202, step 2. Again, Asia 20, Courtney and Alyssa Thomas each to have 10. Greg Dortch, Cardinals, 2 catches. Seahawks plus 10.5, plus 202. Just to be I wouldn't have felt super confident, but I definitely could have whipped up a plus 200 for this game. I could have. We could have got there for sure. So it is what it is, hopefully it work out for the best, but I just want to put that out there. Mark in the building, as always. Appreciate you sharing the stream. KC, what up? Too many days in between these WNBA games. Yeah, and I feared this would be the case. I feared this would be the case. We'll see what happens, but we knew it was going to be more days off. It was going to be 2 days off because of the travel. They all had to travel. It would have been nice if they staggered them so every night it's a game, but it's cool. It's cool. NFL got us tonight. We cool. Tomorrow night is straight W and a little bit of college, but it's straight W. I'm gonna give Kathy, ain't that her name? I'm gonna give her flowers. I'm gonna give her flowers because Friday night is WNBA. Ain't nothing else there. Ain't no NFL game. It's gonna be college, but ain't no big college game because Saturday, that's a huge college football slate. Saturday. You got some great matchups on Saturday. And Sunday is always NFL Sunday. And it actually starts at 9 in the morning on Sunday. So I think she did a good job of carving out that good Friday. Friday game threes. All of the series is 1-1, by the way. Yeah, I'm afraid she cooked. Now going forward, maybe you want to stagger. Like you're saying. So maybe the next game will be on Sunday, then the game after that will be on Monday. So it'll be 2 game 4s after this. Maybe make the Minnesota game on Sunday, have your day off, and then maybe make the other game something like that, maybe. But then again, you don't want to give nobody no more rest than the others. But so I like it. Yeah, I like that trade TD too. Yeah, you're right. We give her that. But at the start it was crazy because it was on Sunday. Like NFL's like, damn, rather you try to do it with college than to do the NFL. Like ain't nobody gonna watch this shit in the NFL. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like the fact that tomorrow's straight WNBA. No Sunday game. Don't do that unless it's NFL prime time with Penix. I'm surprised they don't flex that. Maybe it's too early to flex games. But I was surprised they had that whack game last Sunday. Wasn't it a terrible game last Sunday? It was a game I thought they would flex last Sunday. Or Monday night. It wasn't a good game. And it's 2 Monday night games on this week too. NFL getting on their bully. So, but all right, y'all, that's that, man. Nothing too crazy. The single play I got is Zach Charbonnet touchdown. That's my touchdown score joint. Touchdown jackpot. Won't be too much, but it ain't gonna be crazy. I don't think it's gonna be too low. I think a lot of people are gonna be on Jackson Smith-Njigba, Trey McBride, Trey Benson. Those will be your top 3. And then the sneaky people, I think Dort should be on a lot now since everybody taking them. We might be able to sneak in with Zach Charbonnet as like the 6th most person. Because you would think Kenneth Walker going to be chosen before him. So I just named at least 4, maybe 5, and people might take Kyler Murray. We'll see, though. We'll see. Oh, Horton, too. Yeah, I got a little something with him. I like him as well. I like Horton as well tonight. It's tough to like him and banter, but Horton yards are 20 and yards are 15. So obviously each of those could cover for sure. And especially if you think they're going to find a way to try and double Jackson Smith-Njigba or try to take him out of the game because he's been going absolutely crazy. So they're trying to take him out of the game. Tory, or is it Troy? Either way it goes, Horton and banter. Guy's gonna be happy as heck. I should ladder banter. I like banter a lot. I should take his 25 and 35, but I'm good, man. I feel BS, man. I ain't trying to go too crazy. Watch it be Marv, Donald, Cup, and Kyler. I don't know who Marv Donald. Oh, Sam Donald. Yeah. Sam Donald, Cup, and Kyler. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, a lot of people might take Cooper Cup too. So yeah, I think Zach Charbonnet, and backup running back. He scored the first touchdown of the season for Seattle. So if they get down there in the first drive, I won't be surprised if he get in there. Now, either way it goes, we good because I need him for fantasy, and I need Kenneth Walker for fantasy, and I need Zach Charbonnet for this first touchdown. So he can get this first touchdown, and then Kenneth Walker can go crazy the rest of the game. I'm cool with that, and then get the last touchdown. Or Kenneth Walker can get the first touchdown, give me like 15 fantasy points, and then let Zach Charbonnet cook. Either way it goes, as long as one of them running backs eat. But I won't be surprised if both go under their yards too. I won't be surprised because they be getting split time. So one be getting 75% of the time, and if he go under his, then you know the other guy going under theirs. So yeah, I ain't forget about cool. All right, y'all. As always, man, hit that like button, share, heart, retweet, comment on the video, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Share this in your group chats. If you want all my plays, up to the Cap Collector Discord. Link is in the description of the video and the bio of my Twitter page. Greatly appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with me. Hopefully, I found the stream entertaining and informative. I will be back on Friday. Probably Fridays with Flo. Let me hit Flo, see what's good with him. But maybe Fridays with Flo be back to talk about these game threes and see if we can get some money. All right. Niners line not the best, but CMC didn't pop off against. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep, that's a fact. And he was trying to get in that end zone. And one last thing I'm gonna say, Dortch is out, but I think McLaren may be out. So I'm gonna try to find a receiver to go to. It could be De'Ami Brown, but I'm gonna have to try to find a third receiver to target in the Washington game this week if McLaren's gonna be out, because Debo is like more of a possession receiver. McLaren is more the big play guy. So maybe we can get De'Ami Brown or find another receiver that we like there. Also, I don't know about Mike Evans, if he's gonna be out or not. But if so, I think Godwin may return. If not, it might be some value there. So we just trying to get a little better at the NFL. I'm noticing that's basically how the guys I respect in the NFL cap it. They cap it based off injuries, which is kind of how we cap the NBA. For people that know the NBA, we know this guy's out. We already know, the Ty Jeromes of the world about to go crazy tonight type shit. So, yeah, I get it. Brown injured too, maybe Lane. Who? AJ Brown injured? Who injured? Brown. I don't know what you're talking about. I know AJ Brown not hurt. But it is a lot of people hurt this week. Yeah, I said De'Ami. It is a lot of people hurt this week, though. It is, though. But all right, man. As always, man, appreciate y'all pulling up. Hit that like on the way out. Hopefully, I found the stream entertaining and informative.